Welcome friends. Today I am going to start a video on MCQ for the exam NET and SET. Elizabethan period is also known as the Golden Age, the Age of Renaissance, the Age of William Shakespeare. Next, mention three vital new beginning or new inauguration, new facts that helped Elizabethan age to be Golden Age. The answer is Renaissance, Reformation and printing press. Next question. Who published Canterbury Tales first in printing form? The answer is William Caxton. Among the total 32 characters in Canterbury Tale, which character joined later on the way? The answer is Canon's yeoman. In Canterbury Tales, who were from old feudal order? The answer is knight, the squire, yeoman, plowman, Oswald. Oswald is the name of the reeve. And actual profession of the reeve, what is that? What is the actual profession of the reeve? The answer is carpenter. In Canterbury Tales, from the ecclesiastical class, we find the characters like prioress, monk, prayer, pardoner. The theme of Pardoner's Tale is what? The answer is greed is the root of all evils. Chaucer's intention was to keep the tale of Parsons's story. His intention was to keep this story of the person at the very last. This was Chaucer's intention. But he has not completed that whole book. So it remained unfinished, unfulfilled. First tale in Canterbury Tales is told by the knight. And the knight took part in 15 crusades. He tells a story of high romance in heroic couplet. The title of his tale is Arcite and Palamon. These two characters are cousins, and these two characters fall in love with a single lady named Emily. This story is about courtly love, courage, knighthood, ethical dilemma, etc. The source of the knight's tale is Boccaccio's Tessidia degli Nozze di Emilia. This story was written by Giovanni Boccaccio, and this is the source of the story of the knight. Next question. What is the first provincial work in English? The answer is The Vision of William Concerning Piers Plowman. This book was written by William Langland. It is a Middle English allegory and narrative poem. The poem begins in Malvern Hill by a man. His name is Will, W-I-L-L. The book is divided into sections called passages about the literary tradition of Robin Hood tales. Firstly, we find here the reference of Robin Hood tale. The tradition of Robin Hood tale writing is firstly referred to in this book. We find the reference at first in this book. The book is actually a dream vision. The total visions are 20. 20 visions are found here. Next, for how many years the War of the Roses took place? The answer is 32 years. It began in 1455 and ended in 1487. Why the War of the Roses is named like this? Roses. Why the name is like this? The answer is there were two houses, both were demanding throne of England. The two houses are House of Lancaster and House of York. The symbol of the House of Lancaster was red rose, and on the other hand, the symbol of York House was white rose. One house had a red rose, another house had white rose, and both were fighting. Both were in a struggle for the power. This is why it is called the War of the Roses. Next question. What are the four dialects found in Middle English period in England? The answer is Old English West Saxon dialect, Old English Kentish dialect, Old English Mercian dialect, and Northumbrian dialect. These are the four. West Saxon, Kentish, Mercian, Northumbrian. From these four dialects, the Mercian dialects was important. It has two branches. Mercian dialects had two branches. One is East Midland, another is West Midland. Geoffrey Chaucer and Alfred the Great wrote in East Midland dialect. That is the Mercian dialects branch of Mercian dialect was East Midland and West Midland. They wrote in East Midland dialects. Mercian dialect, that means the combination of East Midland and West Midland dialect. It was popular in London area. Hudson called Chaucer the first of our really national poet. Chaucer was alive in the time of three kings. Who are those? The first one was Edward III, second Richard II, and third Henry IV. John Dryden, in his preface to Fables, called Chaucer the father of English poetry. Next, Hudson called Chaucer morning star of Renaissance. Edward Albert called him father of English literature and earliest of the greatest moderns. Next, 100 Years' War began in 1337 and ended in 1453. The 100 Years' War covered about 116 years. The two sides or parties were England and France. Next, Edmund Spenser, in his Faerie Queene, called Chaucer the well of English undefiled. Matthew Arnold criticized Geoffrey Chaucer for lacking in high seriousness. Arnold called Chaucer that he is the father of our splendid English poetry. Friends, now here I am ending my video. I hope to see you in the next video.